Exactly 6:30 p.m. A little girl came in that had stayed the night with me and my daughter. Her and her mother was inside my house. The little girl was outside playing with my daughter, along with a few other kids. The little girl came in and she said, Nevaeh's outside riding her scooter in the road, but it's a parking lot. And I went out there to tell her not to ride it in the road or parking lot, and she was gone. I couldn't find her. I've yelled for her. I haven't seen the scooter at that point. I was looking at least 30 to 45 minutes until I actually noticed the scooter.
Why was the mom dating a registered sex offender and allowing him around the child?
He said basically, you know, she's watching everything. She felt like she didn't want to be judgmental.
If anybody has her and she's still alive, just bring her back to me. That's all I asked of you. And I won't ask no questions. I just want to hold her and keep her near to me. And if she's not, then let me lay her down and let her be peaceful with the good Lord up above.
The grandmother absolutely devastated. This 5-year-old little girl vanishes from a playground. Can I tell you how many times my twins play on a playground? Not, of course, unsupervised. Take a look at this 5-year-old little girl all set to start kindergarten in the fall. The only clue left behind, her scooter. Now take a listen to what Mommy has to say.
Even if George Kennedy never turns out to have had anything to do with this, you know, do you wish you had done things differently when you look back on this, as far as having a relationship with him?
I never really had a relationship with him.
Well,
it was just a friendship.
Well, even a friendship.
And 85% of the time, my daughter wouldn't even be around.
I thought, though, weren't you quoted as saying that George Kennedy was served as a father figure?
Yeah, but there was also a lot of times I knew that he wasn't allowed to be around her. I wouldn't have her around. But there's a few times that he has seen her, interacted with her, but I was there.
So he was never alone with her that you know?
No, never alone.
That was Nevaeh's mother, Jennifer Buchanan, on WCSH Radio. Joining me right now on a primetime exclusive, the little girl's father is with us, Shane Inahosa. Sir, thank you for being with us.
You're welcome.
Sir, what can you tell me about your daughter's disappearance? What are police telling you, if anything?
Well, they ain't really telling me anything. They're trying to keep it on a down low just so it don't leak out to the media, and because they say it messes up their investigation.
What can you tell me about your daughter being exposed by her mother to a registered sex offender? In fact, more than one.
Oh, I'm furious. You know, I had to talk with her, and the only I asked, you know, why are you, letting her hang around this guy, George Kennedy, and the only response that she had is she looked down and shrugged her shoulders.
That was it?
That was it.
Now, the mom says he was never alone with her, but the child was out playing on her scooter completely unsupervised. So how do we know who she was with?
I asked the same questions, and she tells me that, when that happened, Nevaeh wanted to go upstairs and play with a friend of hers. Well, I asked Jenny, I said, well, you should have went and knocked on the door and asked the parents, is it okay if Nevaeh plays with your little boy? But she didn't. And she just let her go on by herself. And I told her, I said, Jenny, she's 5 years old. Well, she has a mind of a 10-year-old. I said, I don't care about the mind. She's only 5. You're not listening to me.
With me tonight exclusively, the father of the little girl, Shane Inahosa. Sir, where were you when the little girl went missing?
I was at home in Toledo.
In Toledo. So you live in a different jurisdiction, correct?
Yes.
Who has custody? The grandmother?
Yes.
Why does the grandmother have custody of this little girl?
Well, in 2006, She went to prison for home invasion.
Home invasion? A
Yeah.
lady being part of a home invasion? Did I just hear that?
Yep.
Okay, everybody, we are taking your calls live. The mother's antics taking away from the search of the little girl. Take a look at 5-year-old Nevaeh simply out on a playground with a scooter. She has not been seen in days. We'll shortly be joined by Mark Class with us, Nevaeh's father, and we are taking your calls live. But very quickly, to tonight's case alert. The California Supreme Court upholds the death sentence of Richard Allen Davis, convicted in the murder of a 12-year-old California girl, Polly Class. Her father, our friend, Mark Class, a victims' rights advocate who works tirelessly on behalf of children. Polly, 12 years old, spirited from her own bedroom during a sleepover with friends, October '93. Davis already wanted on a parole violation at the time of Polly's murder. The case and Davis's mile-long rap sheet leading to California's 3 strikes law, mandatory 25 years to life for repeat offenders.
HLN's Nancy Grace brings you the real drama straight from the courtroom.